go. All right, take two.
Pretty good.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, this will be on the outtakes.
There's only a couple things
but-
Dom loves in this world, and coffee's one of them.
And
puss.
Just kidding, guys. Dick. Okay.
well, this video is not getting monetized. Just kidding.
Okay.
Very cool.
It's okay.
Anyways,
All
so
our other
there was an
ones are.
incident. There was an incident that happened with this specific coffee, but
Producer Drew.
we'll probably
Power got to him.
we'll talk
Power
about
got
it.
to
We'll post it in
Yeah.
full afterwards. But anyways, who?
That was a blooper reel. We have bloopers now.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
bloopers.
That one's going in the X-Files.
I am blooper.
But who am I joined by this week?
Mitt.
METT.
June. And that's blooper.
Buddy Beyond All.
Oh,
Okay.
Buddy makes another appearance. Thanks for coming, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Glad
That
you're
guys?
here.
I don't know. I can't make a buddy
say,
face.
you gotta say something that Buddy always says. Ready?
Hmm.
Classic Buddy line right here.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Do it now.
Go
Now,
for it.
do it.
I actually can't.
Do it now.
Classic Buddy. That's exactly what he would have said, dude.
Totally
He
say
would have
that.
said
You
that.
say
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, cool.
Guys.
So we're gonna start off. Wait a minute. Let's see what we're doing. We're doing big old vivid voltage.
That's how we
And,
summon him.
syllabi.
That's how we summon
Vivid
Pichu.
voltage. So we're gonna do another
This one's me,
1v1. So you guys go ahead and pop
So
those lives open.
our tilts are what? 2-1 me?
No.
Because you suck at opening cards?
I don't think so, dude.
Oh damn.
2. Dude, I'm pretty sure I'm winning.
3-2 me. 3-2 me.
While you guys are opening those and setting those
Oh,
up,
shit.
I was trying to get everybody hype before the pod, so I did this
Yeah.
and I did that
What we got?
and I reeled back and I hit that
You hit my Dwayne.
and it fell.
My
Damn
I
it.
paid
Oh,
349.
white
The
card.
series is
What'd
about
you
to
get?
be 2-2.
Green card.
Oh, no.
But that's what happens.
Dude,
Just
we're
wants to
getting these
explain.
numbers.
Dude, you have not beat me 3 times.
All right, so everybody,
Alright, it's 3-3.
put the white card over here. What
It's
are you
tied
doing?
at least. There's no way that you're up. Yeah, I'm up 2-1. Okay, whatever, nerd. Right?
Bring them
Do a
both.
card trick.
A card trip.
4.
Bring
Dom,
them both.
guess it.
Bring it in a
Dom,
little bit
tell me
closer.
what
Yeah,
it
right
is.
there.
Oh,
Perfect.
that's gonna be obviously
Electric.
steel.
I'm gonna say water, green.
Obviously, it's a steel, John. I can see it. It's a steel.
Lightning.
Oh, I called it water.
Whoa!
As a water.
Oh my
Alright, here we go.
Are we twins?
Shut up.
Okay. Very cool. Shokels.
Okay.
Oh, it's a name. Zaltum. Which name?
Mhm.
Oh, it's Nick. A Blitzel.
I think
It's Angel.
John is getting there closer first. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, hollow.
It's a cute one.
It's cute. That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
You
That's
win.
Dumb looking ass, dude. He looks
Uh,
stupid.
What's that guy? Who's that?
This guy looks like Nick.
What's his name?
Buddy.
Oh, I thought it said Quagmire. I was like,
Quagsire.
Quagsire.
yeah, he kind of sucks.
Isn't he
He's happy though.
evolution of Wobbuffet?
Whopper.
No, Whooper or some of that.
Whoopers.
Like the candy?
Whooper. No.
Dude, they're trash. I
Whoopers
don't
suck.
like Whoopers. They're like probably one of the worst Halloween candies.
They're cockadoodle
You
McGovern.
talking about Whoppers?
Yeah.
God damn it.
4-3. Suck it.
Just pissed the whole time because
No.
everybody's
Yeah.
like,
It's 2-2.
Whoopers.
I don't know.
Seriously, 2-2.
Well, we
No,
have the
it's
footage.
not.
We can go back. Yeah,
No,
we definitely
can't
have the
go
footage.
back.
We'll go back.
No, you're wrong.
We're going.
You're wrong. 4-3 me now.
We're going back.
It was tied.
We're going back.
All
I
right.
hate you.
Anyway, so that
That's the
again
worst.
we pulled from the Vivid Voltage
Yes.
series.
great,
We're probably
but-
gonna try and keep pulling from those because the twins are off.
We're
Currently,
out on chilling pain.
some chilling pain,
Because
so-
that's all it gives us. Pain.
Yeah.
We're gonna start it all
Mental
up
and
again.
physical.
It is too painful to pull. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the worst set ever.
All right,
But with great art.
and Dom is very distraught,
Yes.
and I'm sorry.
It's a sad day.
Sorry, blooper.
It's okay, blooper. You're gonna be
All
alright.
right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here.
Okay.
Bop. All right, cool. So somebody gave us some sweet summer and a little taste of 80s homework.
Just a great vibe. That
Who,
whole movie.
who gave us
I want
that
to
one?
live there.
Who gave us that one?
It's your boy, Matty Senpai.
Oh, yeah,
Matty-sama.
What
I'm
did
here.
we watch?
We watched a good old movie called Top Gun. And not only is it just a great guys being dudes movie, a great 80s movie, But dude, the soundtrack is really good.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And this
I
is
like the
also,
soundtrack.
and this is all, if for anybody that hasn't seen it last week, I've never seen it. Well, this was my first time watching it,
I didn't know that.
so it was interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting. But before we get into it, since it is an older movie, it came out in the 80s. We're gonna just jump into spoilers. It's gonna be
Sorry,
open,
not sorry.
free game. It's practically an American classic, I would say.
I would say. Yeah.
And
It
so
embodies America.
it's definitely not a long movie. It's about 140, maybe less. And just an easy watch, I would say. So go watch it and then come back here and check in because we're gonna get real into it.
Right at
Yo, bloopers going off right now.
right, but,
So
some parts
how do we like going back to this movie, even though it was an old one?
I actually liked it because the new one's coming out. So
Yeah, no,
gotta
that
watch
was
it.
the other reason why I like picked it too, because I was like, alright, that one's coming out soon, and also this one's just an easy watch and it's very rewatchable.
Yeah.
It
for
is.
me, because I've seen it literally like probably 5 times now. Maybe more.
It does.
It's a good movie.
It does definitely give a little bit of vibe of like it's a little like dated. Like it hasn't. It did age a little bit. But other than that, like the action scenes and like a lot of the other stuff and just the general like writing of it was like really good.
But also with the stunts with the jets and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that all that all those shots.
My
are
only
really,
problem
really good. I think
was
yeah.
literally, I don't know if it was maybe just a stream that I was watching on, but whenever the jet scenes came out, it was so fucking loud.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like,
man,
what
well,
the shit?
That also
Well,
was-
once we went to go watch it in theaters.
theaters, yeah,
it was insanely
super
loud.
Really?
It was
It was
Yeah.
incredibly
I
loud.
guess they
that you
just
couldn't
need
even
to,
hear
like,
your own thoughts.
like they were
rebalance
like
it.
Yeah.
like going over us or something.
Like, and-
actually.
I thought a lot of them were cool, but there were definitely some like so later in the scene when they get into like the actual thing, like after. Ice, finished being in trouble or whatever, and
Yeah.
like Maverick finally came
That's
in. It was definitely, dude. That was a little
I was
awkward. It's
like,
probably
did
flirting.
Did he break his jaw? Was he trying to put
What
a
does that
move
even
on?
mean though?
No, but-
Yeah.
Like just doing that to somebody.
yeah,
just-
right.
A bite, but like a loud.
Wow, it's like hurting
Yeah.
the teeth.
But no, I was gonna say when they actually like fight, they're in the sky.
Mhm.
The, after everything kind of clears, it got a little like muddled, like movie wise, because it was just like shot after shot of like, oh, rockets out, pff, all right, oh, rockets out, pff, and I was just like, whoa, what's going, like.
I'm like really excited to see how they're gonna do these like fighter jet
That's
scenes in
what
the
I'm
next
excited
one.
to see.
Yeah.
To see the
Because-
big difference,
yeah.
because like now it'll be like cohesive, like a shot of like
Yeah.
following the
Yeah.
jet,
and
instead
then
of just
even-
like.
Even like showing like the missile like launch out.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Like
Yeah,
how
'cause,
that
like,
POV
they
of
would
it.
just show it being like taken off, and
Yeah.
then that's it. Like
You know
and
what
then
it-
it actually goes
You
somewhere.
know what it felt like?
Just-
Have you
just
ever-
explosion.
Have you guys ever seen that video of like this kid who's like playing basketball and it's a meme and he just starts doing trick shots like whatever, but it's always
It's
the
like-
same shot of just like
Yeah.
that's what it felt
No,
like. The
yeah.
explosions were just like the
That's
it's just like
exactly what it
rockets
was.
out.
Yeah.
But-
So, I feel like they probably shot one really nice, just
Exactly. Or like two
an
or three
explosive
at most.
shot. They were
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you know what, that one's really
this
good.
So we're gonna
This
keep
is it.
doing
We
we're just
have
gotta
to
keep
keep
using
this
it.
one. We have to
Save the
keep
budget. We can't afford any more
Guys,
planes. Like just use a shot.
This one plays. We're just gonna use it.
We can't afford any
Play-
more planes.
play
Just
the-
like keep
play
it
the-
going.
We're running out of planes.
Keep it going.
You have to play
on
the hits,
repeat.
man. You have to
Yeah.
play.
All right, but anyways, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah,
I just
all right,
wanted to
so-
bring that up.
So, from there, what like Top Gun names of the pilots did you like the most?
Ooh.
Sundown
was a good one, dude.
incredibly racist.
Dude, Hollywood was pretty sick. Too,
Hollywood was
man.
Marlin was
Merlin
dope.
was alright.
Hollywood and
That's
Iceman are like
awesome.
cool.
Viper
Wolfman is pretty cool.
Viper was
Wolfman was
Viper and
cool.
Jester pretty dope.
Goose.
I think Goose was a little weak though. Like compared to the other ones.
I think Goose fits his person, if that makes sense.
That's true, but like it
I
was
like
like
it's
it-
just so out of pocket that it just plays.
that's true. But keep in point that was the one of the easiest to make fun of because right away, like in the bar scene, they come up and they were like, "Hey, mother goose!" Like, what's going on? And he's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
No.
I
yeah.
wouldn't be mind calling or like being called that though. Like just be like,
Well,
hey,
like-
what's up, Mother Goose? What's
Yeah,
up?
but it's like, yo, dude, are you dropping eggs or like
Well, Goose is my favorite character.
you can get
Well,
torn apart.
Real
You can
quick,
get
let's
torn
go
apart.
around. What would your actual name be if you were your call
decaf.
sign?
Oh, that was my next.
What?
Decaf.
Decaf?
That was gonna be my next question.
Oh, really?
Is what
Yeah.
it means me.
Yeah.
what would you?
Yeah, what did you?
Here we go. We'll,
You said
go around the
decaf.
line.
John said decaf.
Yeah, that one's good. That one's good.
Caffeine. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, Frosty, obviously.
Damn.
I don't know what mine would be.
Dude.
I was thinking something. No, it's kind of dumb though.
Why not just big tuna?
Or just tuna?
Or just tuna. Yeah.
I feel as though yours would be something like Stalker 6.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Because
Yeah,
it's
like
like
Stalker
you
with
would
Gamer
have
Tag.
like yeah.
Stalker like in the sky. That would be pretty
Oh yeah, Stalker. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be dope. Yeah, no, I think I'd just be tuna. Yeah.
Mhm.
Not a big tuna. 'Cause, yeah.
Not a big tuna?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But just tuna though, for
Yeah.
sure. But no, yeah. So
sick. What if swordfish?
swordfish?
Oh, that's kind of dope.
Swordfish?
Swordfish?
Like
Pretty
shark
sick 'cause it's
bait.
the only like the sharpest.
Shark food.
Shark Week.
Shark shit.
Shark Week.
Oh yeah.
It is Shark. Shout out Shark Week.
Shark
Kong.
strong. Shark strong.
Cheshire.
Was it the delivery that gave
Or
it to you?
elite.
Elite.
Just elite.
That's talking such a big game.
That's talking such a big game.
That
You have to
is.
be at the
Alright.
top of your class. You have to
Keep
be at the
going.
top
All right,
of your
those are
class.
some good ones. So keep going.
All right. So yeah. So we all have our names. What was like? There were about 4 or maybe 5 different songs played throughout the whole movie. Which one was
Dude,
your
Danger
favorite
Zone.
part?
Danger Zone, dude. Like, that's such a... Okay, so, like,
Okay,
imagine
it's
playing
a tie
GTA
for me.
5. Imagine playing GTA 5 in a jet and hearing Danger Zone. It's
Well,
impossible.
we've done that.
Exactly.
And it's Matt. Well, and you also have to be in first person though.
Yeah,
You
that's
have to
true.
be in first
And then
person.
one of us has to go down.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was sad.
It happens.
I know exactly what you're.
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about. But go Johnny.
All right. So I think it's a tie for me with Playing with the Boys.
Ooh, it's
The volleyball scene?
Such a Ferda song.
Dude, just guys being dudes, and then Tom
Just
Cruise
greased up. The boys are greased
is
up.
like playing volleyball, but in jeans and just guns out, fucking no shirt on.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Shredded too.
Yeah.
Shredded.
Mhm.
Shredded.
I
But
would,
so then that one.
So that one,
Or-
or
You have to
the
pick
one
one.
at the bar,
No, pick one now.
Playing with the Boys.
Oh damn. Ferda.
Playing with the boys.
Whoa.
It's pretty good.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was
Beat
good.
that. Beat that, Drew.
No, he probably can. He for
That's
sure can.
true.
Do it right
Yeah.
now.
He for sure can.
Do it.
Well, aren't you gonna ask me?
Well, no, thumbs up.
Oh.
Fuck you.
He went first.
I
He
said Danger Zone.
Oh,
Oh,
alright,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, alright, go.
Playing with the boys.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
you love.
Dick.
Dude, I like that one.
That one?
I think playing with the boys.
Plus the vibes
I
feel
just-
like such a summer vibe.
Yeah.
Just
But, like,
setting each other
that
up.
being said, was it just me or like maybe the stream I was watching? But like, why the fuck the entirety of the movie, everybody was so sweaty.
Dude,
Everybody
yeah.
was wet.
Just
Everybody
in Florida,
in
just
the
glazed donuts.
in the aircraft Harrier, on the park,
Yeah.
in the training.
that was
in
gonna
the-
be
in the-
my
that
next
was
question.
That
though.
was pre-AC.
That was my next question after this. But here, so that's your one.
Yeah, that's my song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is "You've Lost That Love and Feeling."
Yes.
Such a
Great
smooth
one.
move. It's
Oh,
like, dude,
great.
just
Yeah.
having about 20 dudes just help you sing that song. Come on.
I feel like if that were like actual present day though, I feel like the girl would be like, yeah, like get away. Please.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Are you seriously
God,
doing
I'm so
this?
sorry right now.
I do
Oh
have
my
to bring up,
god!
though,
Oh my god!
that
This is so
volleyball scene
awkward.
always makes me laugh though because like if you guys don't know, like Tom Cruise is only 5'7". No way he's spiking
Dude,
on that net, dude.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say, it's
true.
like, was that him
It's
spiking,
true.
or does he have bunnies? He has
Yeah.
bounce.
I don't think
dude.
he has, dude.
I
was
was
thrown
thrown though. How can you?
And
blame
it
that?
says,
Dude,
dude,
I
he
love
should
that.
be-
No, and like, dude, but like going up with his like fucking elbow, just like dunking it like way
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
because
see,
he
dude.
dunked it. Yeah.
Goose
Alright.
should be the one spiking.
Yeah.
Goose, Tom Cruise should be setting.
No, but that
What
was their,
was
like,
your
No,
next
alright,
question? What were
so
you saying?
my really quick question was, who was the sweatiest throughout the movie?
Dude, so yeah, I swear it wasn't just me though, right? Like
Dude,
everybody
yeah.
was sweaty, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Everybody.
god, dude,
But
that
there
was
was a
so
point to where Tom
wet.
Cruise was like
No.
super sweaty, but like inside of a building.
So
Yeah.
And like his hair was just so.
But not
wet.
even just him,
So
but
they
like,
just not
like I
have
said,
AC
in the
at all?
aircraft Harrier when they were in like they were like, all right, like the radar
Oh,
looks
the
like there's one
cheek.
bogey.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, just like from their nose was dripping
Yeah.
sweat.
But, like,
I was
also-
like, oh my
Also,
god.
like,
He's putting in work all the
I
time.
could see them just like before they shot a scene, like, oh hey,
Bucket
hold on.
of water.
yeah. I think
All
honestly,
right, hold on.
Dude.
Yeah, that's good.
if I had to say the sweatiest, it'd probably be Jester. Like that old
Oh,
Jester
yeah.
was
was
that old guy
always
was
sweaty. And you know what's gross though? I just want to point it out. Like when Maverick finally like the chick came over and she's like, hey, you know, whatever, 5 o'clock sharp, like come pick me up.
Hey,
so
I can take a shower.
And he's also sweaty. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's the move. That's the move.
And she's just like, yeah, I do mind, dude. Like, sorry. Like, and he's like, oh my god.
Okay, weird.
Also,
he's a sweaty.
Well, for me, I mean, dude, honestly, I guess I didn't really pay attention to that too much.
Dude,
But now that you're like bringing it up,
dude,
like,
I don't think it was part of the movie. I just think that they're like, yo, let's actually film this in like hot places.
In like 1,000
even in the jets, they were sweaty, dude. Like, you know, so I wonder how long they sat in just the jet, because obviously like they weren't moving while they were shooting, but like I wonder how long they just sat in there in the heat, no AC, and just this
I have to
closed
ask my
thing.
pops. He
oh
wasn't on like
God.
an aircraft carrier, but he was on those ships, and I'm gonna ask him like, yo, is it hot in those ships? Like
I'd imagine
24/7,
and in
or
the
is it
80s,
AC?
in
So
the
is-
80s too, probably.
I don't think
It's
they
like-
had
AC.
Papa Sang's just like constantly just doused in like just fucking like a ton of sweat.
Sweat.
Like
maybe.
Maybe.
That's a great question.
Probably the sweatiest guy I thought was, I don't know, dude. Maverick was literally always sweaty.
yeah,
Like
he
he
really was.
he was always glistening. He was.
But
he
his
was
hair,
glistening.
hair,
but his
yeah.
hair was
Yeah,
really
but his hair was
soaking
soaked.
wet.
Yeah,
I gotta go
his
with
hair really
Maverick.
sucked. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's like his hair was literally dripping wet.
Yeah.
It was so weird. Like I don't know if like what
Yeah,
actually
that was
happened.
that
I
was
just
something
wanna
that I
know.
noticed this time around watching. I was like, yo, everyone's just.
Dude,
It
I
was the
noticed it-
same like going through like a building, and then after playing like that like beach volleyball game.
Yeah.
It was exactly the
soaked.
same.
Yeah.
It was just dripping, just soaking wet.
And I thought in the
Yeah.
beginning too,
They
well,
were
because
just
since it's
dripping.
my first time watching it, like in the beginning, I was like, oh, well, they're in a carrier, like on top of that, it's a super stressful situation. Like
Yeah.
I'd understand why they're sweating, you know,
I just
they're
think-
sweating. But then the next scene, everybody's
all- yeah,
wet.
Everybody
I was
in
like,
the
what?
building, everybody in the building's dripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
What do
good
you
feeling
think?
that's just how it was shot. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
it
you
was
think
just
so?
like,
Like, they were just
like, hey,
scorching?
like, because I don't, at a certain
It was
point,
shot in Florida, I think.
that too, but like they're always constantly in the sun. They're always constantly like in this room that just looks muggy. Like
Yeah, that's true.
even after they took showers, it was like, yo, they're sweaty, dude.
All right,
Like,
but
they
They
sweat.
really were.
I'm
yeah.
also
like
impressed
just got out
though
of the
because
sauna.
there were no pit stains. I didn't see anybody with
that's true.
with classic pit stains.
Yeah.
So,
That's
just
true.
drenched
But,
faces.
but all right, to finish this off, favorite part and then final thoughts. So, John?
Favorite part, bar scene.
Yeah.
Just guys being dudes,
Rolling up
bros,
on a chick.
trying to get down with this chick because he's down bad.
Down
so his
bad.
boy Goose is like, don't worry, we got this. We're
gonna
just
sing a
gonna
song."
sing her a song. We're just gonna sing her a song, and then 20 other guys are gonna jump in, and it's gonna work. But it doesn't. Puts out the flames with a beer.
I love
That
that,
was a great line.
That was a
Well,
good
it's
line.
like, all right, hey, I need a beer. I need to put these flames out.
Yeah.
I love that line.
Real
Yeah,
subtle
no.
too.
Yeah.
on that one.
Yeah, no.
Dongwood? Oh wait, wait.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Classic, dude, and personal favorite, man. Or well, like top 5. But 9.1.
Okay.
It's up there for me.
Favorite scene is...
As an 80s movie though.
Yeah, no, you're agreeing it.
I mean, obviously the volleyball scene is really cool too. I just didn't like the end to that scene where Goose is like, yo, just one more, and then he's like,
for
no,
me.
and I'm like, oh, dude, just do it for Goose. Like, come on.
Come on, dude.
But I think,
Goose. The guy's name is Goose. He chose that name.
you know, it's got to just probably be like the end scene where they like he's flying with Merlin. By the way, I never knew this until the second, not this time, but the second time I watched it before this. Merlin is the guy from Shawshank.
Really?
The main character from Shawshank.
What's his name?
Andy, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Andy.
Andy Dufresne.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, that was him.
Really?
And I was like, what the
That's
heck, dude? He only had
I
like
didn't
2
realize
minutes, like. But probably that scene. I think that scene is just crazy because then they actually just get in like this combat and you're like, what the heck? Like, what's happening? Also, the beginning scene with Goose where they do the inverted fly and they flip him off and Goose takes a picture. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was good.
That's a pretty sick.
And then let's see, rating. Like a 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Fuck you.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry. No, sorry.
Okay, fine. All right. I would probably give it like a.
Wait, what?
Like with soundtrack, movies, you know, probably take off some sweaty points.
Fair enough.
So I'll give it an 8-9. How about that?
Okay,
8-9.
all right, that's fair. There was a lot of sweat. That was a lot of sweat.
Yeah, there's a lot of sweat.
Okay, so, again, this is my first time ever watching this movie. I think my favorite scene was between that intro scene where, like, he flips him off, like, as they're doing the side-by-side, which was really sick. But on top of that, I think one of my favorite scenes was when, like, he actually goes after Viper.
Oh, yeah.
And he's chasing him, and those that haven't seen the movie, so like they do dogfights, they practice, and what also I want to talk about, like Top Gun, the title worked so many ways. I realized like in the movie, Top Gun is referred to the school that they all go to, like that's essentially it's called Top Gun because they become the best pilots in the world essentially. But on top of that, it worked in so many ways because like there was always this competition of like second place doesn't matter, like it was always a focus on Top Gun being the Top Gun at Top Gun, and it worked so many different ways. It was so interesting. And on top of that scene where like he chases down Viper and like pretty much gets him.
He leaves Hollywood.
But he leaves, his wingman. So, which is a big no-no. But, like, it starts to show a little bit of his growth. Sadly, it causes, Goose to die, which is actually a big shocker to me because I honestly wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, I know.
Being the first time to watch it, I was like, damn, that's crazy. But I wish they explored a little bit more of, like, what he was thinking and his mental health. Like, we just kind of saw a lot of sad shots of him.
Yeah.
And we saw, like, they talked about, like, don't be guilty. But, like, he never really explicitly, like, is like, like, I feel this way because I did this. Like, it was always just, like, people always, like, dude, don't feel guilty. Like, even the court, like, said you were free to go, like, but he just kind of always just kind of sat there and, like, did that. And which was completely different from the beginning. Which in the beginning we see the fighter, what's his name, Cougar.
Yeah.
We see him like straight up PTSD, where he's like, dude, like, you know what? I realize that I have a family, like I can't do this, like I can't really reach into that. And I think it's such a big push, especially now how open we see in like Marvel movies, how we have this focus on like the emotional aspect, like PTSD, just overall like overarching emotions that characters feel. And I think it would have been cool to see a little bit more of that, like in my opinion. I think that was probably the lowest part. Like it just kind of like after a while he was like, all right, well, I'm coming back, But we did also see that part where like he was like struggling in the last fight. But again, like he just stays quiet. He doesn't really say anything, and he's just like, no, not now. Like not now. Now's not the time. I gotta pull away.
Then he quits.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
no, like I think that just is a part of his stubborn aspect. Cause he's a very stubborn.
That's also
person.
true.
So it's like with like stubborn people, they don't tend to be like, hey guys, I'm feeling this way. Like I'm just tend to do it through actions and just suppress. So I think that's what he's trying to do. But everyone saw he's trying to do that and be like, dude, you're going down a very bad path.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So I think it was like somewhere along the lines there that they were trying to convey that.
I'll go for it.
I was just gonna say last thing before I get into the rating. Like on top of that, like I got like mixed feelings from like the emotion, like the relationship the main two had, Maverick and what was her name?
The
main girl,
teacher?
the blonde girl, yes, the instructor.
Teach? I totally forgot.
Oh crap! I don't even know her name.
But that was like it turned into quite literally like one of the biggest parts of the movie because like he leaves the volleyball game for her, and we see like them start to grow, and then he starts to get upset at her. We see that kind of dynamic. And then all of a sudden she's just like, all right, I'm going to Washington, see ya. And then at the end she's like, well, I gotta go where the best are. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. That would have been cool to like.
Charlie?
I don't know. It was just.
I think her name is Charlie.
Oh really? That's weird. Like
well, that's what I was gonna say. Is I'll say it after you're done.
But
I don't think they're gonna bring her back, boys.
No, they didn't.
Oh,
they didn't.
No,
They actually. I was gonna ask you guys how you felt about that. I'll tell you right now. Go for it.
But anyways, like I don't know. Like I felt like it could have been a little deeper. It felt like it was very 80s. It was very much like
like
teasy and then like smiling and like.
Yeah,
Hey, and then leave. Yeah.
It was,
Which is
it was the classic 80s. Like there were a lot of 80s tropes.
And that's what I meant. That like that
checks all the boxes.
That gave me like the dated vibe of like. It's like there's no way that would work at all today, you know. So like, but anyways, but that being said and everything, it was still a really solid movie. I think I'd give it 8.4 for the first time watching it. Sweat was distracting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sweat, but like. Honestly, unreal soundtracks.
Couple sweatpants.
And it definitely gave me that vibe of like, dude, the second I finished watching that movie, I was instantly like, I gotta get in my car and I just gotta accelerate. Like that's all I want to do is just like put the
pedal to the metal,
and just go.
Highway to the danger zone.
Because on top of that, he wasn't just flying; he was on a motorcycle the whole movie.
Dude, and he was burning on that
every time.
Dude, burning on that thing.
So just 8.4.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. No. Yeah.
Good rate.
What were you gonna say though?
That was a lot of good points, and that was a good take from someone who hasn't seen it before.
What was your favorite part in your review?
It was for sure either the bar scene or when he gets mad at his lady for basically exposing him, and he just drives. He ignores her. He's walking out. She's like Maverick, and then they stop, and then she like says that confession. I was like, oh, it's wholesome. I love that.
I do. On a side note, real quick, I do want to agree with Iceman. That big point, I forgot to bring it up, but like his take on like. Maverick, you're too dangerous.
You're dangerous.
He got a point.
Yeah. No, well,
He's legit. I mean,
because he said that he's like so the enemy's what? Oh god, he said something like the enemy's dangerous. Oh no, like I don't know, but he made a good like comparison with him being stubborn.
Yeah.
But
what's your rating? Your rating. Yeah.
All right, 9.2.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, that's what I was gonna bring up next though. Is they had actually already said that they don't want to bring the girl back because she just looks way like older than like.
Damn.
She's about I would say 7 years older than Tom Cruise. She's about 65, 64. But like, how do you guys feel about that? That you're like, dude, like you don't look good. We're not bringing you back.
Dude, that's pretty much what they said.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up.
I don't care what they say to like, oh, this and that, contract issues, or they probably sugarcoated it with some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
But it's really that's what they said.
I do want to say though, in her defense,
she's 64.
No.
Also,
well, also and plus
so it's
Tom,
totally okay.
Tom Cruise for his age. Dude, he looks good. Like,
yeah,
what
he
the
looks good.
hell? Like,
yeah. Dude, like
he still looks solid.
insane,
you know,
yeah.
like,
as well as like
he's
also,
like levels of Jennifer Aniston. You know,
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
still
Just, like,
keeping
doesn't
up.
age.
yeah,
So
as well
that's-
in her defense too. It's like, first of all, you can't control age. Pretty much like you're talking about. Second, like, who would have thought of a Top Gun 2? You know, like,
yeah. You know, that
and
was an
also,
opportunity
like,
that
4
I feel
years
like
later.
I would have wanted to see after this one. You know, like if they made that movie like Maverick maybe 2-3 years later after this first Top Gun came out, because like I saw it of like
a 90s Top Gun.
It's like this like rookie kid, and then all of a sudden we see like the brutal war, like actual war. You know, where he gets into real dogfights left and right.
Yeah.
Desert Storm
that
stuff.
would be sick. That would have been nice.
but however,
nice, but, you know,
I do
sick as a movie, like as a sick movie.
I do
anti-war.
I do like the spin with the new one though, where Miles Teller is Goose's son. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
So, so
I'm excited for a new one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
it definitely got me pumped up for the brand new one that's coming out. But I do think all 4 of us gotta buy like a couple flight suits.
When does the next one come out?
It's like December, right? Of like this year.
I'm like hoping it comes out in like the summertime.
It's like Christmas.
I need to be like a summertime movie.
Yeah.
Because I will grow out a mustache.
Ooh.
It might be terrible, which it always is, but I will do it anyways.
It's gonna be November.
Y'all can join me.
November 19th.
November.
No shave November.
Dude, that's literally the perfect storm.
No shave
Oh,
November.
no shave November too.
Oh my god. Flight suits.
Dom, can you
aviators?
shave your beard just?
Just
I
Yeah,
just-
like I'll shave.
I just
everything.
imagine all of us just instead wearing like one piece, like but like the Ghostbuster suits. We're just like, what do you mean it's Top Gun? I thought you said.
Ghost Randy.
But that's all I have for you boys.
Okay.
It was a fun watch. I love watching.
That was an interesting one, especially coming from me that like I've never seen it before.
No, yeah,
like I definitely had a lot more to say because I'd never seen it.
I was
but-
very interested with your
It
take.
was-
'Cause I don't think I've ever met any. Well, no, I have. But it's just like I haven't
like
dove
curious.
into their thoughts about it.
That was another thing. Did you notice the camera angles they did in there? Because
like on the flight.
she's
scenes, or-
5'10", And
They
did
always,
you notice that?
it was always to his height. Like,
Yeah,
it was always,
like they always panned it like
it was
him
never-
upwards, but then
yeah.
her like downwards, and I did notice that.
Yeah.
They were clever.
Short. Hey, he's a short king.
He
Sure
is,
can.
yeah,
Sick.
nothing wrong with it.
But anyways, all right. So that was going to be our homework for this week. We'll go ahead and assign it our last one at the end of the podcast.
Ooh, I'm
but
excited.
Summer vibes. Right?
Summer
we're
vibes,
keeping
right?
up- we're keeping up.
for sure.
we're keeping up with the summer vibes.
Okay.
We're still keeping with the summer vibes, so we're gonna keep it going. But now we're gonna go ahead and get into the stuff we've been keeping up with and stuff we've been watching, as well as a new movie that recently came out. But we'll get into that in a sec. But let's kick it off first with Bad Batch.
All right. First off,
As always.
In Omega.
there was
Intake.
kind of now a lot of Bad Batch.
Yeah, it was.
But-
I think this one was is just setting up like the next episode.
It was
'Cause I
def-
think this is
yeah.
just gonna set up the next episode, and then we're off this planet. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't really care about this planet. I'm sorry.
It was definitely
Um,
service to Rebels fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
'cause-
spoiler! Real quick, hold on. Spoiler warning. We're gonna jump right into spoilers real quick
Yeah.
before we really get into it, because we've been keeping up with this weekly, and we're already past the midpoint. So if you guys haven't been watching, go watch it. Come
Figure
back.
it out.
And
out.
same thing with
Life.
our next
Get the frick
subject,
outta here.
spoiler warning. But
Get the frick
spoiler
back.
warning. All right. So, anyways, we see this one, Hera from Rebels, young version of her.
Green girl.
Actually,
Green girl. She's green.
basically like high fives and like hangs out with Omega, which was cute.
Omega.
It was so cute, like to see her be
That was a
kid
good interaction.
and
yeah.
like be like, this is my room. Check it out. Like,
This is my room.
what do you think?
This is my favorite pot.
Hey,
My favorite pack.
she's so cute.
And
Like,
this is
I don't know.
Nick, and this is Ricky.
And definitely not a whole lot happened, but like it was definitely fan service to
I-
like Rebels.
It was good to see
and
some
setting
clones.
up.
I wish I.
It was good to see some different clones
watched
though.
Rebels.
Yeah, it was.
But it's just Rebels animation, dude, with the little pencil lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's really.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't get into it.
I mean, like this episode was. It's like weird to even call it like a Bad Batch episode because they had like 2 minutes. Of,
Yeah,
like,
no,
screen
like they
time.
weren't really.
It's
There.
very
Really?
quick.
Yeah.
But
it was
they
true.
also showed another clone, and he didn't look like he was all on board with
Yeah, no, right? He showed some hesitation.
hesitation. Yeah. I don't know who that is.
But
either.
also, that clone did have a clean cut.
Yeah, fresh cut.
Fresh cut. It was
Fresh
nice.
cut. But yeah, no. Other than that, I thought this episode it was really just probably trying to set up the next one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the next one, this whole arc is probably going to end halfway, and we'll see something with Crosshair probably at the end of the next one.
Yeah.
I was just a little confused because they mentioned that they were on that mission from Sid to give him the weapons, but I thought their debt was already paid off. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
Extra money.
They were probably doing it for the monies.
Because Republic credit no good here.
but
Only money.
but no, yeah. So hopefully we get out of this arc soon, because I don't know. I'm just really interested in the Bad Batch. 'Cause
Yeah.
it is their show. So
Yeah.
and we only have like another like 5-6 months.
I know, yeah. So like whatever they're planning for the season finale, I really hope we get like an hour-long episode,
Or
like we did the first one.
Yeah.
or it's
That'd be
like the
dope.
last like 3 episodes.
What do you mean?
Kind of like they did with
that
Kinda
just
like
kind of
it was-
focuses on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was like the last
Okay.
two.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
cinematic.
You know what? Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, it was
masterpiece.
it was the last 4. They still have time to do that though. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
All right, so I mean, well, not much happened in Bad Batch,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go ahead and keep moving forward. But we're excited for the next episode.
Yeah.
Looking hype. But again,
we are.
so next we're gonna be
Always
talking
hype.
about Loki, and again, spoiler warning, we're gonna dive right into it. There's literally 1 episode left after this one that we're talking about, and man, that show is insane. So what are you guys doing if you're not watching it? Seriously, check
Take
it
your
out.
crazy pills already.
Go watch it. It's
Take
one of the
crazy
best
pills.
things.
'Cause if
Honestly,
you're not keeping up with this thing, it's absurd.
at this point, in a weird way, it's one of the best shows on Disney. Like, it's really
I think so, yeah.
Dude,
really-
so I
that
think I'm,
episode was unreal.
like-
So we're gonna dive into it real
Yeah.
quick, but final spoiler
Spoilers,
warning
yeah,
right here.
spoiler
So,
warning.
all right, go
So
ahead.
I think I'm kind of looking forward to like the finale a lot more than I was looking forward to Black Widow.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm this one got me a little more hyped. But obviously, there's more context. There's more variables at play.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
For both, yeah.
they
Yeah.
had a lot more time.
It's a lot of
It's
build
been
up
built
too.
up.
Yeah. And then build up and
As well as like
everything.
So it's
cliffhangers.
warranted.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Because this is almost,
cliffhangers
yeah,
and
this
so-
is almost like
so
a
it's
direction.
warranted. Yeah.
This is like direction based, whereas like
Yeah.
Black Widow is kind of like, all right, this like missing time
Mhm.
from here to here. That you already know what happens after.
Yeah.
This is-
It was literally like a puzzle piece that was just like,
Yeah.
we literally have seen the rest of it. And it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
Just stick it in there.
So this is more of like a direction thing. Like we want to
but
see what happens next.
If I were to describe this episode in one word, I would say it's glorious.
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 Oh my god, so many Lokis, dude.
Dude,
Oh my
when
God.
okay, so
Alright,
let's get into it. Let's we'll go for it. Go for it. Go ahead.
Dude, Gator Loki, man.
Alligator Loki?
Oh my god, bro.
Man.
He's so cute, but
Old
he's
man
just
Loki
always
though,
just
man.
Classic
Chuck
Loki
around.
though is
Classic
probably my
Loki
favorite.
was.
Yeah.
I have to admit though,
Yeah.
again, big spoiler here, but like the way he went out, like a champ,
Epic.
unreal,
Awesome. Very
Glorious.
awesome.
unreal.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
so
okay, so
sick.
that was the next thing. What do you think is there? Like after Sylvie enchants the whatever that thing is.
Wait, do you think we should go from like the beginning of the episode? Because like from like the very like first part, there's like a bunch of like
Well, there's a bunch of, like,
being
Easter
shown.
eggs, yeah. Yeah, sure. Well, how funny was it that Mobius is driving a pizza car? That is.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
That was
awesome.
good.
And I
That was
also did
funny.
like that it leads to like 3 things are now going on. Like it's the thing
Yeah.
with Loki and what's her name, Sylvie.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Mobius is going back to the TVA to raise some hell, and then on top of that, the other beings are just kind of like, all right, well, like we gotta fight, we gotta figure it out because the other Lokis are still, causing trouble. So it's like a war of the Lokis. It's Lokis versus this big ugly being. What's it called? Do you guys remember what it's called? The A. It started with an A.
Alliath or
Alliath,
something?
yes,
Yeah.
the Alliath.
And it's like this
It's
big
them
ass
two against
poison like
Cloud.
Cloud,
Cloud, yeah.
exactly.
Like,
which is
but it's
Cloud
but
Dragon.
but it's a
scary.
being, and it's a
Yeah.
being. It's
Yeah.
not just like
Yeah.
a
and it just devours like
It's almost
the
like
matter
it's almost like
controls.
Galactus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
it's like
it's
a
a being
mini
that's
one.
just eating.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it's
Yeah, it's like a
one.
mini Galactus.
And so essentially, they're just trying to get in the head of this. What was it called again?
Alliance.
Alliance.
Yeah.
I
The
almost
Alliance.
forgot there. I was about to say something else.
The Alliance.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get in because,
Alan.
Alan the Poison Cloud.
because
Yeah.
Sylvie got a glimpse, and now she wants to see what's actually behind the thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's what else do we get into? So we see them fight.
once
Gator
they're-
Loki
once-
bites off the hand
Once
of
they're like
Loki.
Ooh,
panning
yeah.
around,
President Loki
we see all those Easter eggs of Hornets.
of the world. Yeah.
Oh no, Hornet, right? He's
Yeah.
like he's not a wasp, right?
What?
Well,
But it
he's
was
like
a giant head. It was giant
Wait,
head.
what are you talking about?
You didn't see his giant head?
Who's?
Chilling in Hornets?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
The Thanos copter.
Oh yeah.
Thanos
That's what I was
copter,
about to
that
bring
was
up.
funny.
Yeah,
That was
copter.
funny.
And
The
then-
shield airship.
Oh,
A big UFO.
not Hornet, Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket.
Dude,
there
are you
go.
saying
I know,
Hornet?
I know, that's what I was like.
No, yeah. Once I was saying, it, I was like, that doesn't sound right. though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was
Big-
cool.
There's a big
Yeah.
UFO for some reason.
Yeah,
There's a big
there's a big
UFO.
UFO.
There's a shield carrier.
There's a shield carrier.
Thanos'
Helicarrier.
big ass I forgot the name of the ship.
Oh, the one that shows up in Guardians.
Oh.
Yeah. No,
Oh
it's,
yeah.
It's like that big ass wide one.
Thrasher or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, the
that was there
Thrasher.
too.
I like
that's
Thrasher.
I
It
forget
was-
what it is.
It was a lot of everything. Like
Yeah.
it was just like
Even
I love
Red
those.
Skull's escape helicopter.
Yeah, that's
Throg.
true.
Makes me wonder if Throg
Throg?
was another huge Easter egg because
Oh, and by the way, apparently Throg is voiced by Tom.
No.
Chris Hemsworth.
Is it
Chris
Chris?
Hemsworth.
I thought he was
Yeah.
somebody else.
No.
Chris
No,
Hemsworth.
that's
He actually voiced
Chris
it.
Hemsworth
Oh, okay,
like
cool.
did that little
That's funny.
But he looks so cute in his little jar.
Jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of sad, but
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
no.
There's
But-
like a cool story behind it too. Like it's
Wait, so
weird.
that's
like a Thor. Like actually.
a Thor,
Well,
or
it's-
is
What's
that
like a
Loki?
frog?
it's like
that-
the Gator Loki. Like
Okay,
you know how
yeah.
like it's every Marvel hero actually has a like animal version of themselves. Kind of like
okay, yeah.
Superman has crypto. It's
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah,
like, vice versa.
Okay.
No, yeah, but how much drip does President Loki have?
Sick. It was sick.
Oh,
He was dope.
He
His
was
voice
So
was
how
dope.
he
So
just
does
comes in,
Kid Loki,
and then
though.
Gator Loki just comes
Kid
in.
Loki.
hand
So
up.
the cool thing about Kid Loki is because when they ask him like, "What's your next event?" He's like, "I actually killed
killed-
Thor."
I
Like
killed
that
Thor.
is crazy. Like
Yeah.
that is insane.
Yeah.
As well as like I like when he's like the boastful is like, well, at least my Nexus event was not eating the wrong neighbor's cat or something like that.
Yeah,
The alligator like
Yeah.
Dude, no, Gator Loki was like super like funny, dude. He's just chilling all the
He's
time.
just chilling.
Yeah.
and then like Kid Loki just holds him like a little like
Yeah, I know. But once they make the move to go after the cloud, well, no, actually, when they leave that little hideout thing, that was dope. What classic Loki was doing, like he just projected themselves still being there.
Yeah.
And then he made a portal to like leave.
That is so like
that
OP.
was cool.
He's
so strong, dude.
He was, and I thought that was cool that he had like the same storyline as Loki, except he actually projected like a fake against Thanos, where he thought it was real.
Yeah. Like he like him and Loki like had the same lives until that moment. Loki sacrificed himself, and then classic Loki left the projection
as was
there.
like.
So it's like.
Did you also notice that the TVA didn't even step in like right there though? Like they were like, all right, he's isolated, like he's not even a factor.
Yeah.
So like they just left him until he tried to.
But the second he like basically like.
Cosmic.
Tried to like go back into
but also that was a sad
line.
line that he had. It's like, the TVA only steps in as soon as we try to start like bettering ourselves. And then that was that point where he's like, no, what, I actually want to go back, I want to be with
and that's where Mobius kind of
Instead of
changes him
being
too,
isolated.
where Mobius tells him, because he's like classic Loki's like, you would turn your back on something that like you committed your whole life, and Mobius is like, it's not too late to change. And then that's when classic Loki has his like thing of like glorious purpose, where he takes on the thing. That was so cool.
No, well, and also that whole projection of Asgard, that was sick.
That was sick.
Unreal, like just super.
Just visually is great.
And then the way he like gets engulfed, just swallowed by this being, it's like, oh man, it was just so. It was like quite
that
literally
guy
epic.
acted
Like it was
his
epic.
nutsack off with that last
And-
part.
yeah.
With
and
the
I've been-
glorious purpose.
I've been reading a lot about that, and people say that like it couldn't have been a better cast.
No,
Like,
it was good.
Like,
that guy was great, man.
he's
He
really
killed
good.
it. He
Really,
freaking
really
killed
good.
it.
All right, so, well, since we still have kind of a bit to talk about, where do you think we're going next? Where do you think, who do you think this being is? Where is it going to lead us?
I think Kang has got to be there. Kang has
That's
got
what
to
I feel
be
like
at
too,
that
like-
House of Ideas, right? That's what it's called, House of Ideas.
That's what I've been thinking too, and I feel like it's really.
I think he's got to be there, man, for sure.
Lean
I
to
don't know
Kang.
who they casted as him, and I hope that he looks great. I hope he looks like Kang.
Mhm.
But no, yeah, I really think that's
do you think?
next episode.
I have theories. Hold on.
Where do you think?
Dude, I don't know, man. Like, cause like, part of me wants to think that they're gonna, cause I don't even know how long this episode's gonna be. Like, if it's like a normal like 50 minutes or so, like, are they gonna go in there? Are they gonna spend the majority of the time there? Don't forget, Mobius is with the TVA. Are they gonna take the TVA down? Is this like? I have no idea where this is gonna lead at all.
All right.
I'm a little lost, truthfully.
What if it's a different Loki, but
That's what
like
I'm-
this like
that's what
God
I'm
version
also
of Loki?
thinking. That's
that
what I'm-
it's like he's like tapped into this power.
That like he's like almost like a sentient being.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, I always had this thought of like, well, what if he like, eventually, like they're so determined to find the Watchers, the timekeepers, that like, he eventually becomes one, or Sylvie becomes one, vice versa. But I don't know, like something really, it really wants me to believe that it's Kang, but like, think about this: what if Loki becomes Kang?
Oh.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That'd be very smart.
That'd be
Think about that, huh?
Anything
Yeah.
could
That'd be
like
cool.
definitely
Go down at this point.
I
That's
just
the thing.
I just love the fact that it's just like anything could really happen.
Yeah,
Really
it's exciting,
anything.
dude.
Yeah.
And it's so
Yeah.
good
It's so
that
exciting.
it's just like I'm honestly down for whatever happens at this point. Like,
exactly, but I just
Or-
need to see what happens.
Or
I
it's gonna
need to see
be
the light at the end
two
of the tunnel.
different characters that I think we haven't like even like came across or thought of. That's what I think.
and also on this side note, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like, have you guys been noticing this purple magic lately? With now this big purple being, and then plus with WandaVision,
there's a lot of
like
purple.
it's
Ooh,
purple.
yeah, there's a lot of purple.
Our main
purple.
big baddie
Cool
Agatha
tone
was
purple.
all her magic was
Yeah.
purple based.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cool tone purple.
Colors, I don't know, colors. Everything means
Color that
something.
up.
Yeah.
Everything means something.
Everything does. So.
But all right, so that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right, cool. Because we still have a lot to get into, so that's it for Loki. Next, we're gonna go ahead and get into Black Widow, since it just recently came out, and let's actually, since it's still new, let's do it spoiler free, and then we'll get into it.
No, yeah.
All right, since
Okay.
it's
Drop-
still it's
drop-
literally
drop this weekend.
new. So.
Mhm.
But all right, so overall thoughts of the movie. We did talk about that. It's basically, kind of a filler. It's just it fits in the puzzle
It's really
piece.
side and
It's not definitely not bad.
No, yeah, no.
It's actually a really good movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my opinion, I think it gives me vibes of Winter Soldier It's a little bit more of like the spy thing. It's more.
I was getting like Jason Bourne vibes.
Yeah. It's like almost like a
very
007,
Jason
you know,
Bourne
like less subtle, but more of like this sort of like spy, like we're getting things done, action, thriller, like we're running super action heavy, but less superpower, like like almost like I was thinking about it today, and I was like, dude, this movie is completely different than Captain Marvel. Completely different. Completely.
But also better than Captain Marvel.
And better, in my opinion. I think so better, too. Yeah. But what do you think? Just overall thoughts, no spoilers. Because
I thought it was like a pretty good watch. Definitely, it was something that I did not expect, but I enjoyed. Because, like, I was going into this thinking, like, all right, because, like, basically, like, what could they possibly do? And that was my biggest concern. But I thought it was, like, a pretty good, like, kind of filler movie. Because everybody's got to have, like, these, like, different kind of fillers at some point. And I thought it definitely did its job.
Yeah. Okay, so, like, when I first watched it, I was surprised to see what I saw. Not saying that I thought it was going to be bad or anything. I thought it was going to be a good movie. But I thought it was more of, like, an origin story. I didn't know it was, like, in between that time frame of, like, Civil War of Infinity War. So, but after watching it, I thought it was a good. I thought it was a really good watch. Each character had like great casting, and it was.
Ooh, yeah.
They had like great, like unique like roles, and ultimately, I thought it was really cool to see. I mean, because we already know what happens after the movie, but they did leave us with some good stuff for the future, and I just ultimately it was a good watch. I really liked it.
No, yeah. So I'm like pretty much at the same wavelength as you guys because I love the supporting cast. Yeah. Like I was surprised with how much I was gonna like the Red Guardian, aka Hopper. And her sister, great. Like, and of course Black Widow. She was great. It was nice to get to see her like have her own role and to like see her more. But the movie itself, I liked the movie itself. Like I thought it was a good action movie. It was, and it gave me those Jason Bourne like type vibes. So yeah, liked it a lot.
And I do want to point out, since you both of you brought it up, it's weird because like yes, it is the Black Widow movie, and she's the whole thing pretty much. But it was a big focus on everyone around her,
I was like, dude, they like had a great supporting cast.
It was kind of nice to let like yes, Natasha was in the main role, but like she almost like took a step back, you know, and like everyone else kind of pushed it through, and it was cool. Like it worked.
Yeah, I liked it.
They
a
worked
lot
very well.
Because like I definitely feel that like this one was definitely pushed a lot by those like background characters, like those like different kind of side characters.
And it was nice because like in a way it gave everybody the main character. Like it's really cool. No. But so that being said, I do want to ask you guys before we get into spoilers. You know, everybody here, we're all big Marvel fans. We've seen every movie multiple times. Being big Marvel fans, do you guys feel like this is a necessary watch? Do you think it makes a big difference in the universe? What do you guys think?
I'm gonna be frank. Like, if you don't watch this movie, like, you're not really gonna miss much. And if you've seen Civil War and go to Infinity War, you're fine. I think
that's fair.
But it's like a supplemental piece, just if you want it. There. Yeah. Because like I definitely think it's something that it's like just if you're like a big Black Widow fan, then I feel like you're gonna want to watch this movie. But also, if, like, you don't really care for her, and if, like, you're trying to, like, catch up with all the movies, I wouldn't put this one in that, like, kind of list to, like, get caught up.
In a weird way, though, that's interesting because, like, both of us can agree it's better than Captain Marvel.
I know,
but in terms of story, it's just not as important. Which is really interesting.
Yeah. But it is a good movie, though. That's the weird thing about it.
That's why I wanted to ask.
Because it doesn't really mean a lot to, like, the entire, like, thing that's going on.
Big picture, but, like, it's such a good
Even the end credit scene could have been done in Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
or, like, something
really
else.
Wanted to.
Yeah.
They, like, really could have done that.
That's true. At the same time, I don't know, though, because I feel as though the importance of Natasha's fake family was more, like, I guess it was betterly, like, embedded in her solo movie. Like, you get to realize, because obviously the end credit scene is important because it's obviously setting up for the future, which I won't say what it is now. But I think it's important to know who Black Widow's family was outside of the Avengers, because I think that's going to help set up the future. I think just if you're a big Marvel fan, I think you just got to get around to it for sure. I actually enjoyed it truthfully a lot more than a lot of the Marvel movies. Like, I thought it was better than Iron Man 3. I thought it was better than Black Panther. I thought it was better than some of those movies that kind of fell off a little bit.
I have to watch Black Panther again.
Yeah.
But
I have to get it
other than that, yeah, I just think
we tried to watch that one in like 3D and it was terrible.
Ew, gross.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah.
But all right, so that being said, we're gonna go ahead and dive into spoilers at this point. If you haven't seen the movie, please skip ahead because it's a solid movie. It's a solid watch, and if when you do, come on back in and check in with us so we can talk about it. But so this is your final spoiler warning for Black Widow. It is a new movie, so go check it out. We're gonna get into it. All right, so jumping off of what you said, that very much it's supportive character based. When we talked about it, it helps them push the movie overall. Who is your guys' favorite character, and why?
Yelena, bro. Black Widow's sister.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, she's just so good. Like she's like got a perfect mix of everything, in my opinion. She's a badass. She's funny, but she's also very serious. She's very caring. Like, it's just her character overall. Because for me, like, David Harbour was the comedy.
She had a lot of depth, dude. Like,
Yeah.
that was
She
like,
did have a lot of depth.
Was that why like you used to date her? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so like,
I didn't know she did all this though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, you
did
didn't?
she change when
I thought you said she left you
got
before
the
she
deal?
got the role. Like,
Oh no, I mean like
she
It's
had
whatever,
changed, didn't she? She was like, oh,
yeah. I mean, it was just like it was a mutual dumping.
oh,
kind of like with Gal.
Well,
Oh yeah, kind of a little bit. I moved on. Okay, so like
does not like to talk about
Let's
that.
not bring us up past
yeah,
that.
just has to
But,
say about it.
He
Sometimes
doesn't
you gotta
wanna
let it
talk
out,
about
you know?
it, yeah.
But going back to I just think she was a perfect mix of everything. Like obviously Natasha is the spy, the badass. The mom was the smarts. David Harbour was a comedy. I feel as though she embodied like every part of that, and I think they're just setting up for. I feel as though that they're setting up for her in the future, because it's obvious that end credit scene, like, she's gonna be involved. So
Which we'll get into in a sec.
I gotta go with Dom on that one.
Yeah.
For sure, because like they did a great job with her. Like, funny, badass, cool, very smart, and like turns it on when like it's going tough, and like just a badass, man.
Not afraid to put the body on the line either.
Yeah.
Entertaining,
Yeah.
like
very true.
like down to put the body on the line for the fam. So definitely like a bunch of good things out of this movie, like just from that character. So.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to write. Dom described it perfectly.
Yeah.
Like she literally, once you think about it, she literally had like a little piece of everybody.
yeah,
With her character, and then that's why, if anything, this movie did do for me is make me want to see more of her.
for sure.
Like, I was like, all right, well, Thunderbolts, when that does ever happen,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm excited more than anything. I think I'm excited to see more of her. Like, not just of her, but her with the Avengers, or her with like somebody. Like, I'm curious
with the
Yeah.
Thunderbolts
to see
team, dude.
her
like,
vibe with like a whole team. Because I think with her and Natasha, like, it's so weird because they're so similar. But it was like she was like the cooler, funnier version, and then Natasha was like the sexier, like, all right, mommy-ish version, like, because she was like the mother. But like, I guess that's why I kind of lean towards her more, because you're right, like, she had everything, and she just seems so much of an appealing character, and the fact that she has everything, that's why I want to see her with everybody. I want to see that dynamic with everybody.
Yeah.
Because like, everybody kind of has their own thing, but she's so much of everything, like, it's so sick.
Yeah.
But all right, so that being said, we brought this up a little bit earlier, but we get a big scene at the end, and the huge spoiler right here, but we basically see what's her name, Valentina,
Yeah.
with her, our main girl. So you got to think about it this way: this scene, we were supposed to see this one before we saw Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, that's right.
So like, we were supposed to get this movie last year, so we would have seen her, and everybody would have been like,
who is
what the
this?
hell?
Yeah.
Who is she? You know,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on? But now it's like we're like, oh, okay, well, like she's really
like
making a
putting
team.
together a squad. Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Like-
what do you guys
like
think
it's
about that last?
I
Scene?
thought
What
that
do you
the
guys-
ending credit scene, like I thought it was cool. Like, it didn't really like put me on my ass.
Yeah.
It literally, like I said, I feel like it could have just been at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier series.
Yeah.
It's because it wasn't long. Like, the ending credit scenes are never long. So,
Yeah.
like, it's I just think it's cool that that also gave a little look into the Hawkeye. So, like, she's like trying to be twisty. She's like trying to spin it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that was the other part that I thought that was cool. But with her just walking out and seeing like the tombstone, I was like, that's sad.
Yeah.
For me, like it's very clear that Yelena already works for Valentina because she says you're not supposed to bother me on my vacation time. So she's at this point she's already working for her. And then now that they got the whole Hawkeye bit, I bet they're either making the Thunderbolt Squad or like the Dark Avengers or whatever. Because we've already seen Abomination. John Walker's already been recruited by her. So that would be really cool. I think what's gonna happen is eventually I think she's gonna go after Hawkeye, probably in the TV show, and then I think she's going to eventually change, realize that he didn't kill Black Widow, and then they're gonna like team up against them. I also heard that there could be a slight possibility of her and the Winter Soldier together, Yelena and the Winter Soldier.
Ooh,
That'd be a good.
that's
That'd be a
sick.
good.
Good combo.
Dope.
All right, you know what? I reship them. I've
Reship them
seen
first?
seen them. Oh,
Wow.
you beat me to it. No. All right, I haven't even seen them on screen, but I know I.
Yeah,
shipping
no,
them.
like that's just gonna
I'm
be a great
manifesting
dynamic.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be a great dynamic.
I-
That would be sick.
With all her pockets.
I kind of like that these movies. Have you noticed they're kind of like grouping with each other?
Mm-hmm.
Like WandaVision and like is kind of leading more with the Doctor Strange and
Yeah.
like mythical side and like all that, and like all these like Falcon and Winter Soldier and
Yeah.
in this movie
It's
they're
like
kind
the
of
whole,
like
It's like
the
espionage
spy.
it's like-
Yeah,
it's
they're all
like
kind
its
of
own
like
branch.
they're like circling each other in their own
Yeah.
like little
Like,
like
Well,
groups.
worrying about
But-
like shadow governments
but
and
think-
like
Think
different
about
things
this
like that.
now about the last thing we talked about last week with the Spider-Man Lego sets. Do you think Spider-Man's gonna be the branch? Do you think it's gonna be the
Ooh, to,
collider
like,
of like the real
collide
spy
both?
stuff and
And
the
like
wizardy
Yeah.
mystical?
I
worlds?
think so, man. Like that's why I think that they're building it up so much because
Well,
I think this one's gonna be a pivotal
Big deal.
point.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be like
Pivotal.
the Winter Soldier or the Civil War of like you know
Yeah.
it's gonna be the
Yeah.
kickoff of like all right we're
Yeah.
getting to this.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I mean, for also the other thing that might connect the Winter Soldier and Yelena together is that in the comics, the Winter Soldier and Natasha had a thing. They were a thing back in the day
Whoa.
when he was a Russian spy and she was.
They were bumping
Dude.
uglies or what?
Yeah, they had like that's why in Civil War,
Natasha was,
in Civil
but
War
not-
when he goes crazy in Civil War and he picks her up and he slams her against the table and he's kind of choking her, she says, "Do you remember me?"
Oh,
So, like, yeah, basically. So that would be pretty cool if they got together and
Yeah.
with the Bucky that we have now and how like funny but cool he is, as well as like Yelena, how she's kind of like now she's in control of her life. She has that like funny like attitude towards her, so I think that would just be really cool.
So now that we've like talked like about the movie and you know how we all think it's good,
Yeah.
we have to talk about one other thing though, Taskmaster.
Let's go Taskmaster and then final thoughts because
Okay.
we got
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, sure.
So with Taskmaster, I feel like that title did not need to be used in this movie.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Even though I thought like she looked cool and like
Badass fight
She had
scenes
the
with
look
her.
of Taskmaster.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it was,
I just thought that they could have went with some other title. They didn't have to use such a good character like Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Like he's
That's always around though, and like and
He's-
that can come in and come out.
He's always doing something like with either a group himself. He's trying to plan something against whoever.
Trying to
like
make some
he
money.
He literally could have been a Captain America villain
Yeah.
for the next one, dude. Like
yeah, for
actually,
sure.
like.
Mm.
But I don't know. I thought Taskmaster didn't have to be in this movie, and then
Yeah.
plus we only saw him use like a couple fighting styles.
Yeah.
And it was literally like when she did that.
Yeah.
And obviously Captain America, she loved that shield, but no, yeah, that was
Toss
the
the
only
bow
part
and
that
then,
like
like,
bothered
that was
me.
about it.
Did the bow, yeah.
And a couple of other things, but
Mhm.
I'll get into that with my
But-
final thoughts. But Taskmaster, I didn't think she had to be in this movie.
Yeah.
Final.
Because also like by the end though, it was like all right, like they pop that powder thing,
Oh yeah.
and then this girl goes back to normal. So it's like this, this girl's not really Taskmaster anymore.
Does she know all the fighting
That's
styles?
also true.
Like
That's a good point.
And like plus like that girl's being forced to like do all those things. So there's a very good chance that like she's probably not gonna want to do those things anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like.
Well, all right, here I'll go into my final thoughts. So I'm gonna drop a 7.6, but here's why. I felt like this movie was 5 years too late. I was expecting an origin style movie. Taskmaster was just a kick in the nuts to me. I didn't hate Taskmaster. Like I thought she looked cool and like it was practical with the camera and like the microchip.
They could have done a lot more.
Like that's how she like remembered things. Like I thought it made sense, but it's just like I don't know. I thought that character just had more. Opportunity to be in other things.
Yeah, to like be be something in like this
like I feel like she's like a one-off and that's it. But other than that, like I was expecting like an origin movie. Like I want to see her like when she got to the Avengers and stuff like that. But that's my final thoughts and rating there.
John?
I'm gonna go in the 7s, like 7.3, but because also on the like very same page of Matt of like with this whole like Taskmaster thing, and it's because I just thought they did it in like a very like different kind of way that they didn't really have to do, but like it was still good, but it was just kind of not what I was like thinking, but like that's fine. And then I thought it was gonna be more in like Budapest, but like back then, like
I thought we were gonna flashback to that.
And I thought that there was gonna be like a lot like kind of more focused to that point, but it was something different.
Like it's still a great movie though.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was a good movie, but those outside factors, I don't know, it kind of takes it away from me.
But yeah, 7.3.
7.3. All right. I'll go in next. I want to say, pretty much that's essentially kind of the same thing you guys were going, but I do want to point out like this Taskmaster gave me vibes almost like a mixture of Crossbones and Ghost from Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But Ghost did it way better. I think she was so cool. She was her own character.
Ghost,
and she got very
Ghost was cool.
Sick, yeah.
And so she gave me Taskmaster this chick gave me Ghost vibes. And I feel like had they focused a little bit more on her and given her more, she could have had that opportunity, because
I also think so too. Like I don't think the movie did her justice that
in the comics though. He's very vocal though too, and he's very witty.
Give this portrayal of Taskmaster like a fair chance, like a fair shake, So
and Ghost very much.
I think you're right on that one for sure.
Ghost won that that sort of not necessarily sympathy card, but like you felt for her because you felt that she was a kid. She got taken, and quite literally. Like so did Taskmaster. Like she was young when everything happened, and turned into this whole thing. And on top of that, she didn't do it. She did it against her will. Like she didn't choose to do these things. But that was definitely a little weak. And I do agree that like Taskmaster could be used to be a bigger villain later. But it's kind of sad that like it's a little dwindled down. But who knows? The door's still open. That they're still there.
We've like seen it a bunch of times where they've like kind of revamped a villain. So
on top of that, like it definitely wasn't. Again, I've mentioned it before. It was a Black Widow movie, but it was more of everybody else. And on top of that, the actions was sick. The action scenes were unreal.
Fight scenes were dope too, especially on the bridge.
Fight scenes were dope.
Cinematic. It was very, very beautiful movie. Very pretty. But at the same time, that being said, it was on levels cinematically to Loki. Like it feels like we're on the same. Like, and it's nice to see that like our movies are reaching the TV shows. They're the same. They're the same at this same quality at least at this point. And all that being said, again, I do rate it higher. Just like I agree with Dom, higher than Iron Man 3, higher than a lot of Marvel movies, higher than Captain Marvel. Like I said,
it's up there. Yeah,
it's actually a really good movie. So I would give it honestly, I'm gonna go a little bit rookie, but like solid 8. Just good watch single. I would rewatch it.
I'm actually leaning towards 7.6, 7.9 range.
I want to just give it an 8 because like if it trumps out other movies that are like Captain Marvel is probably like around a 7, maybe lower. So it's like it's got to be higher for me. So
for sure.
Fair enough.
Because it definitely beats it out. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
For me, like I just think the cast was great. I think they picked the perfect characters for each individual. The whole Taskmaster thing for me, I guess I don't really know too much about it. I guess I'm not really all that affected about it. I don't know if maybe they don't even want to continue with Taskmaster later on because of the whole universe they're setting up now. So for me, it's just kind of like I'll leave the door open and see what they do for that. But aside from cast and like elements of comedy and like emotion and fighting,
so good, definitely had everything.
It had everything, as well as the ending was great with Valentina and Yelena. I thought that was really cool because it's giving us a little hope for the future. So I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8.2. I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. And you know, like you said, it's all rounded and none of it felt forced.
No.
Like even the comedy was so natural, especially with David Harbour.
It was so natural.
He's
dude.
so good at being
with like everybody with what's her nuts too, Yelena too. She was funny.
Everybody
too.
was funny, like
talking about
but like the not forced. It felt
different
so
kind of poses and stuff. Like,
it was
so true. It was good, and like nothing was forced. There wasn't like this whole like empowerment thing or nothing like that. Like it was just kind of like this good movie that they put together, and they're like,
it was just about badass characters.
Yeah,
that was the thing, and that's what they focused on. They didn't push anything, unlike Captain Marvel.
Dude, it's just they try so hard with her though.
Yeah.
That or even like
that's a whole other can of worms.
I mean, like even like an Endgame with like an Endgame too. Like I think it was worse in Endgame when they just had that like little scene with like all of them there, and then it's like all the dudes just like left. Like
it's like Captain Marvel literally could just do that by herself.
Yeah.
But like not only that, but then the whole group comes in. They're like, she's got help or whatever, and then it's like,
and then there's Mantis, and then there's Mantis.
Well, but it's like, where did all the guys go? You know, like so. I just feel as though like this movie wasn't forced. They did a really good job, and I think it was just
like they weren't like worried about pandering.
No,
and that's what I was gonna mention.
I don't think they were worried about the whole pandering thing. You know?
I do wish they, like you guys said though, that they would have focused a little bit more on like past or maybe Budapest, because pretty much the main thing we got was like, those don't look like bullet holes. It's like, oh yeah, Arrow's made those. Okay. It's like, come on, come on, give me more.
It's like, we got enough of that already. It's like, now just give it to us.
I also like how dark they got with Black Widow though, where she was like, she was collateral damage. Like I had to kill the granddaughter, and I was like, damn, that's dark as hell. Like
that was cool, but like again, that was in her past.
Yeah,
like it's so I would have loved to see her through the whole Red Room situation, defecting, Budapest,
making
and then Shield.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was expecting. That's like
that would have been cool.
One of the more so outside factors of why I landed where I did.
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna be it. That's our ratings for Black Widow. So next we're gonna go ahead and get into our yay or nay. We're gonna try and quick fire. Like as fast as possible.
Let's fire through this.
More or less. But so first things up. So we got Stranger Things 4.
Stranger Things 4. Let's just
Season
do this
4.
Real quick. So it looks like it's not going to be released till 2022. This is almost 3. If this doesn't get released until late 2022, that means it'll be. Oh shit! God,
did it pour in it back?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's okay.
Hey, give me some napkins, man.
Put a couch.
So basically, if this doesn't release till late 2022, it'll be 3 years before the next release of the next season. 3 years is a long time for something like this, so I'm just gonna go and give it a. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a nay. For if it's released late 2022, obviously you have the COVID production like problems, but. 3 years after the next season, to me that's not good.
That's not great. That is not.
And like it's based on kids, and then like by the time this comes out, like they're gonna have kids. Like
a nay.
A nay, yeah.
I'm gonna give it an A too because like it's gonna suffer just like in a weird way. Black Widow had so much potential, and because it got delayed so much, it lost interest for a lot of people, me included.
No, and like that was the biggest thing for me too. That it was like it was just too late.
When it was first announced and we were ready, I was hype, and now that it's out, I'm kind of like meh, but it's still good. But anyways, same thing with this one. If they keep pushing it, I'm gonna lose interest. I'm already kind of like wavering, it's been so long since season 3 came out. It's been a while now. It's been 2 years now, or a year?
Well, season 4 came out late 2019. Season 3 came out late 2019.
So 2 years now.
July 4th, 2019.
So 2 years now, yeah. So, but like if it keeps going, like I'm gonna lose it.
No, same. Like this needs to come out, man. Like the fact that it's getting pushed that long.
This is gonna be the last season, though,
sucks. So
Potentially, yeah.
Nate for me.
Yeah, Nate for the push. I'm still excited for Stranger Things. It's a great TV show. Just like the delay is kind of hard though. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so next thing we're gonna get into is Jackass Forever. So Jackass surprisingly is still making a movie. All those guys are old, man. They're hurt. Has to be their last one, and that's why they're making it.
Which I think it's gonna be funny to see him getting like smoked in the balls.
So up on the screen we do have we got some screenshots that came out. Well, pictures of the movie itself. They're not loading up for me right now, but
big cannons.
They're basically a big rocket, and we just see a title of just Jackass Forever. Yeah. So yay or nay? What do you guys think?
Yay. That's a yay, man.
I think yay too.
I'm like down to see people.
Johnny Knoxville freaking like get hit in the nuts like a billion times.
Yeah. Right? By a bull or something.
Yeah.
It's like a man for me. Like I've never been into Jackass. Never was really into it. So
I think they're hilarious.
They're so like the first like 2 or 3 are hilarious.
No, it's just a man for me because like I said, I've never been into Jackass. Never really watched it. The parts that I did see, I was kind of like, okay, like I kind of don't want to watch that again. So it's like a man for me. Like it's whatever.
And I'm gonna give it also like a yay, more so just because like, dude, they gotta retire, dude. Like their bodies can't anymore.
Like
so many broken bones, so many like they can't, So like it's nice to see one last one, but more so yay for them. Like give it a rest, dudes. Thanks for the entertainment. Like you guys put on a hell of a show for years. But all right, so next we're gonna go ahead and talk about Witcher season 2. We got a trailer dropping.
Oh my God.
And we have a big focus on our girl. What's her name? The main girl. I forget her name, but Jennifer. No, not Jennifer. That's the other girl. That's the other girl. This is the blonde girl.
Oh, the blonde. Oh, I forgot her name.
But anyways, so we see a big focus on her. A lot of cool action scenes. Henry Cavill still looking good with long hair, still looking jacked. What are we thinking?
Yay, dude! I enjoyed season 1. I'm hyped for season 2. Yay.
I'm gonna give it a yay too. I haven't seen the season 1. Bree's really into it, so I might get into it. But I'm kind of curious. I am curious. I want to play the games first, but I'm curious.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it.
I didn't play the games though.
But it's good.
I didn't play the games either. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a yay, just because I hope Henry Cavill finds something in this, seeing as that his whole adventure with Superman is just turned into a shit show.
I feel bad for him.
But you know what? This is another classic case of I forgot about The Witcher. Like this came out a long time. The first one came out
kind of too.
The first one came out way before, even before Stranger Things 3.
Rewatch it.
I'm pretty sure this one came out. The first one came out like 2017, 2018. I had forgot about it. To be honest, I forgot about like how the first season even really goes. So nay for the time, but
I'm probably gonna go back to the first season because it's very twisty, and I don't really know where it landed.
So
yeah.
No, Witcher season 1 came out 2019.
Oh, 2019?
So it's also 2 years ago.
2 years.
All right, so next we're going to go ahead and talk about the What If Marvel series. They came out with a full-length trailer this time around. We see all sorts of crazy different stories. We see Peggy Carter holding the shield. We see, what else do we see?
Star-Lord is Black Panther, I think, right? Or something?
Star-Lord as Black Panther.
As Ultron.
Vision as Ultron.
And I think,
but all the stones, though. He's got all the stones.
True. And Chadwick Boseman, I think, this is the last thing he did before he died. Yeah. So that'd be really cool to hear his voice.
Spider-Man, and he's got the Doctor Strange cloak on.
Oh, true. Yeah. So I'll kick it off. Let's just say solid yay, dude. I'm excited.
There's so much.
The animation style is a little different than I expected.
Yeah.
It's not super pretty.
I think it's gonna work though.
But that's what I'm. Yeah.
Get it by the second episode. We're not gonna.
It'll be smooth. I think it'll be okay. Yeah. But I'm curious to see these stories. So solid yay, dude. Solid.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Dude.
TV is
solid yay.
Solid yay. Yeah.
Screaming yay.
Screaming yay.
Yeah.
Of course, yay. I'm glad it's like not a live action thing. It's like an animated series, so they can do what they want with it. They got voice actors for this, so I'm gonna give it a yay. I mean, like it's fun. We always have these speculations.
Yeah, super yay. I'm in.
And I'm just gonna say, Mobius is clearly kicking ass because like there's just like all this mess going on with the what ifs. But anyways, all right. So next we're gonna go ahead and get into the news. So a little bit of news. It's gonna be about Drake Bell.
Yeah, it's very
Drake
surprising.
Bell was into some controversy about putting children
at risk. Yeah,
minor.
Minor.
Child endangerment, more specifically, that's what you would call it legally.
Yeah.
He was in the courts, in and out. They were fighting over it, but they finally came to a verdict. He was guilty. He was found guilty for
What did he get, probation?
Child endangerment. I believe so, yeah, something like that.
So
what do you guys feel about that?
That's
we are officially an anti-Drake Bell podcast. We are against child endangerment.
It's sad, you know, because like he's such a loved Knicks star, but like come on,
it's like, dude, what the hell happened, man?
So I'm gonna give it an A. You're gonna give it an A.
Yeah, just I'm gonna give it an A. Obviously, we don't support any of this, so
we do not.
give it an A. You know, we loved you and Drake and Josh, and I was pulling for his music career and everything. I always thought he was a great guy, but after hearing this, I hope in your probation somewhere you fix yourself and just become a better man.
Whoa! Yeah,
but I am looking forward to that. You know what?
Wow,
we all have our lows. I want to see him make
yeah,
it right.
Absolutely. That's the best
thing.
thing. Is that reformation is the best thing.
Some wholesome content.
I believe it. Yeah, for sure. Next,
Encanto. What is this, by the way?
Encanto is a new Disney movie, Brazil Disney movie. It's all sorts of Pixar. It's the next thing.
It's
Luca,
like Luca, but
in Brazil. Brazil. Yeah. So what do you guys think? I'm gonna give it a
I still have to
yay.
watch Luca. Damn it.
Oh, it's so good. So let's go, Bruno.
I'm gonna give it a yay too. Why are you giving it?
I'm gonna give it a yay because it has it looks like it has an interesting story. The main character looks lame, but you know what? I'm curious to see where she goes. You know, like it's clear about her, so I'm curious to see her growth and what happens with her.
But
solid yay.
Is Pixar?
That's a yay,
Pixar.
Dude. But it's like a Brazilian like.
Give us your best Brazilian yay. It's a C. It's still C.
Oh, dude, there's no way.
No, don't do it.
There's no way. I'm gonna butcher it, dude.
Yeah, don't do it.
I'm gonna do a yay though. It's a yay. Yeah.
Yeah.
C.
Yay. I'm in.
C.
But I like this animation style that they're following. It literally looks like Luca.
Cute.
But
You know what I'm actually really appreciating?
colorful.
One of the reasons why I give it a yay.
I like that.
Ever since they kind of came out with that whole like Coco dynamic and all that, and you know,
Yeah, that's the one that first started.
they're like
ripping
moving
it.
from
Yeah.
culture to culture, and I like to see how
that's actually
accurate
dope.
they get.
Yeah.
I like to see how
That's actually
accurate they get because like they're not doing like way out of like left field stuff.
And I just want to say I hope it's more memorable than what's that other one? The one with the girl with the dragon.
Oh, Muya.
No. Oh, Raya.
Oh,
Raya, yeah.
That movie was
Guess
so
who
forgettable.
voiced her? Guess who
don't know.
voiced her?
Me.
It was the girl.
Oh, she's a comedian, right?
Mm-mm. It was the girl in Star Wars, but like the worst
Oh,
one.
Rose.
Rose.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chico.
That
Chico.
was the main character.
I feel
Yeah.
so sad because
Yeah.
that movie was really forgettable. But anyways, all right, we gotta keep going. So next, what's this about Wakanda Forever? What are we seeing?
Wakanda Forever. All
But
right,
there's just a lot going on.
So there's a lot going on with this movie.
Let's go.
Sadly, it's had like 5 scripts, and it's not looking
That's
too
scary.
great. They're bouncing around from script to script. They don't know what they want to commit to,
Yeah.
and yeah,
It's
looking like
because
a
you
mess.
know what
It's looking like a mess.
I'm gonna say
Which sucks, because you want this movie to do well.
I'm gonna come in
Like
hot.
like you want and need this movie to do well.
I'm gonna come in hot with a meh because I feel like the reasons why they're doing these rewrites is because I mean again Chadwick passed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think they're trying to find a way to pass it to a new person or to his sister, or they're trying to find a way to like write him off.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But I think it's a little bit of more of a yay territory because at least we see them trying to write him off right.
Yeah.
They're not trying to just like,
Yeah.
like he went, he retired, like
Yeah,
he's cashing in his social security checks. Like,
Yeah.
No, like they're trying
no.
to do right by him, and
That's
I think
true,
that makes me hopeful.
Yeah.
It's scary, but it gives me hope because they care.
Mm-hmm.
No,
you know?
true. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You know, I'll just go ahead and give it a meh too. Maybe because it's scary to hear something like that because we have a bright future for Marvel, but at least you know that they're putting ideas together, and if they're not working out, they're not saying fuck it, let's just do it.
A ton of effort.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So like I'll be kind of like a meh too, because it's like it's cool that they're like trying to get it like perfect, and like they're trying to do it like the best way they can. But it's just
Scary,
very scary
yeah.
water. It's just like with like burning through all these scripts.
Same. Yeah, I am glad that they're not just gonna put something out and boom, that's it.
Yeah,
like they're
exactly.
really putting it out, seeing the reception. All right, something new. We have to keep trying at this thing.
Yeah.
So which is good that they care about it that much.
So these next two will be super quick. Book of Boba Fett is coming out, right? 2021, late 2021.
It is coming out this year?
I think so, yeah.
We're spoiled this year.
Well,
Oh
the
my
stunt
God.
the stunt
We're
devil.
spoiled this year.
What do you guys think about this quote, real quick? Yeah or nay? The stunt devil said, "Book of Boba Fett is all killer, no filler."
Whoa.
and it
Hype.
rhymes.
He
So
said
that's
it.
how you know it's true.
So I
Yeah.
guess we all gotta do it together. Ready?
That's how you.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
Megan
next.
Fox says she wants to be either in the MCU or the DC universe. I don't know why she would want to be in the DC universe, but she does. Yay or nay on that?
I just don't think she knows.
She's getting old. I hate to break it. She looked good.
Yeah,
Don't get me
look
wrong.
old.
She's looking good. She's looking good. But
She
yeah,
looks
but
great.
can she move?
Tell that to Dom's boy.
Yeah, she can.
Now.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Can she move
MGK.
now?
She can move. She can move.
She'll be alright.
Yeah. Do you think she'll benefit the universes or no?
I have a weird
I
feeling.
think she could, but she needs to find that role though.
I think
Yeah.
she might be a
Find that
one-off.
role.
Like, kind of just like die and then. Like, I think that's
Yeah.
just gonna be her role. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I think she's a one-off.
I
I
don't
see
think-
her in DC, and I think that's why like they're probably gonna give her something like dumb, and it's gonna be like some kind of like
Small.
side
But
character.
given point,
Yeah.
she's not.
Maybe Catwoman.
She's not.
Catwoman.
Maybe.
She's not an Oscar. You know, like
She
a
lily
super
looks like
Oscar,
Catwoman
Yeah.
from
performance
That's
the
fair.
Gotham.
She's a looker.
Yeah.
She got her bad break in
She's
Transformers.
a
big break.
looker. She's a looker.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's an actress, but
We'll
she's
see.
a looker.
Hey, you know
She
what?
could be Catwoman though.
In DC, I don't have
Dude,
faith,
she
but
looks like Catwoman from the Arkham games.
Yeah.
you know, in
she really
DC, I don't
does.
have faith, but I feel as though Marvel would find the right part for her to like
I just
excel.
don't even know
Alright.
if there's
Salma
anything
Hayek
for her.
found the part.
yeah.
So
Very
next,
cool.
Nintendo Switch OLED, yay or nay?
Oh, that's right.
I don't know
that's
anything
right.
about
It's just
this.
bigger and better
man.
quality, right?
So a Switch, new Switch model came out. Let me explain it real quick, super fast. New Switch model came out. No performance enhancements. No upgrades.
It's just bigger.
You get a bigger and better screen when you're using it in handheld, and when it's not in handheld and you put it in the dock, you have a LAN port, so you can hardwire it now. But you could have done that before with an adapter,
Yeah.
Exactly.
and it's $50 more than the current
Oh
price.
my god.
So I think we can all agree on this one.
Nay.
3, 2,
Nay.
1.
Nay.
They're just
Son.
pulling
Yeah,
you
you
sons
Yeah.
of bitches,
That's a
man.
money cash grab.
Cash
grab.
every company right now is in cash grab mode,
They're
dude.
Give us some
Everybody
memory.
just,
Give us some
like,
memory in these things.
Give us like performance
Or
or
the-
upgrades, dude.
or the Joy-Cons.
Or better sticks that don't
Yeah,
drift.
that just don't like
Yeah.
fucking
Exactly.
drift like
Exactly.
2 weeks into playing this thing.
So fat Nate. All right.
Yeah.
So next we have what is this?
Guardians? What is it?
It's incredible, huh?
Oh, what?
That's incredible.
Somebody wrote.
Who
Somebody.
wrote
Somebody told me to put that down. That somebody said the new script is incredible.
Oh, that was me. That was
Oh,
me. Sorry.
dude.
Sorry.
Like, yo,
All right.
why
So,
am I on
so
the hot seat
my
right now? I
bad.
did not
It's because
say
I didn't
this.
expect you
Yeah.
to write it like that.
What?
What's her name? Karen Gillian, the one who plays what's her name?
that's
Baldy,
Blue Girl.
from Blue Girl, Nebula.
Nebula.
She's saying that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is
Brought her to
insane.
tears.
That the
Diving into the
script
script.
is unreal.
Yeah.
So I think we can all agree on this one also. Yay!
Yay.
Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It just it's
Yeah.
it's hype. It's
Right.
hype for this.
Okay.
All right. So last two. Well, yeah. Let's.
Well, let's skip The Last of Us because that doesn't really matter. Real quick news for Warzone. They just want to make it, gaming news real quick, they want to make it to where you can turn off cross-platform and only play between consoles to try and save the console community.
Which I like that. If they
That's
really
great.
do that, then I'm back.
Yeah.
Because right now it's still currently uninstalled.
Yeah.
On my Xbox.
But the only problem is that now a new study came out that says console cheaters is on the rise. So,
Great. Okay. Great.
Yeah, hey,
so,
what you want?
Well,
that was
back
fun.
and then the next piece of news. I'm gonna read this real quick. Ubisoft has announced their upcoming game, codenamed Assassin's Creed Infinity. It will be set across multiple historical settings and receive persistent updates with a live service style, that of quote-unquote Fortnite.
Everyone's just
That's-
experiencing a multiverse event, huh?
Yeah.
Everyone's just in like
Everyone's
season
just getting wrecked.
Yeah, this-
season passes, rip off mode, like BS, like.
That's the
Dude,
best way to
it's
make
like-
money, apparently.
I guess.
And I guarantee you
Almost
that
like
game
less
is going to
than
be
$1.
all side quests and barely any main. Just like
No way, really?
Odyssey, right? It wasn't the majority of
Odyssey
like
was
that?
a lot. I didn't even finish it. It
Exactly.
Side
took me-
quest?
It was a lot.
So
it was
much.
so much that even to the point where you had to do side quests to understand like part of the main story. And
Oh,
Just try,
really?
and how are you supposed to know which side quest you're
But
doing?
not only
You
that,
know?
but like I don't want to play for 4 hours and finish one mission. Like I
Yeah,
want to
really?
finish a lot. Yeah,
No
it was
way.
a long. It was
Oh
a
my
long.
God.
I liked it, but it was just too long, and I feel as though I don't know what they have to do to fix it. But
Sussy.
from the recent news we heard of this, as well as they're more turning into berserker hack and slashes instead
and
of
that's
stealth.
because of Valhalla.
Mhm.
So it's all just down the shitter. Like after the third one, it's just kind of slowly just
Yeah.
been like
yeah.
Yeah.
downhill. But
honestly.
it's kind of whack. But all right, so that's pretty much everything that we had.
Yeah.
We pretty much were able to get through everything.
Okay.
So again, we are still in summer month. We're in the middle of
Summer.
July,
Like
even though
summer category?
even though
Yes.
yesterday
Okay.
the rain went wild. But yeah,
Yeah, tornado warning, weird.
Alright,
John,
so
what do you
it's
got for us?
Professor John
Uh-huh.
is taking the ruler
Uh-huh.
this week, and it's a summer movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer vibes, summer movie.
So, you guys are gonna watch Grown Ups.
So,
oh my
Adam
god.
Sandler blockbuster.
the Adam Sandler summer blockbuster. 11 on freaking Rotten Tomatoes.
11%.
The only thing that you could have said that like would have rivaled this is if you said The Pacifier. Like Vin Diesel.
Oh,
remember that?
Oh my god, that'd have been a great one.
That would be such a good one.
But like Grown Ups.
Dude, I'm getting some weird vibes because. Okay, so I was on Netflix the other day, and they have a Halloween movie called Stubby Halloween with Adam Sandler.
Dude, I saw one too.
It's very bad, but
Exactly, and this is the same vibes I'm getting.
but you just take it. You just
Oh, it's even better than
you haven't seen Grown Ups?
No,
I'm so
I saw the trailers to Grown Ups like when I was growing up, obviously, and I was like, that looks bad. So I was in there.
Kevin James does his infamous
Chris Rock.
just fart, burp,
Sneeze. At the same time.
I'm pretty sure that's just death. Like, I'm pretty sure you just die.
Dan Patrick's
Yeah.
in it, of course.
He's like in every movie.
So is Shaq.
All right,
Yeah.
so Grown
So is
Ups.
Shaq.
We're doing
Grown Ups,
Grown
guys.
Ups. All right, everybody.
11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see if it matches up.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody. So you heard
Let's
it
see
here
if it lives up
first.
to the hype
You heard
of
it here.
11%.
You heard it here first. So next week we're gonna be watching and talking about Grown Ups. So if you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. I don't know if you want to put yourself through that torture, but you can. You know, we can watch Grown Ups with us for sure, and we'll talk about it next week like we always do. But so up next, one of the last things we need to get into is our question of the week.
Oh,
And
no,
go.
No.
You got a good one because I kind of.
No, go.
So I want to give a good one.
I'm gonna say mine if no one had one.
Was it about the other BuzzBoys?
No.
Okay, because mine's not. So I just want to ask, because it's a new movie, we're in a weird sort of realm of summer movies still. But that being said, I want to ask, if you guys have seen it, what do you guys think of Black Widow? How do you guys feel about it? Do you think it's important to the Marvel Universe? Do you think it's necessary? Do you think it's better than Captain Marvel? Do you think it's better than other movies? What do you? I want to hear opinions on this because it just came out. It's brand new. Everyone seems to be a little mixed. Some people love it. Some people are like meh. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about Black Widow?
Right.
What's your opinion?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
But
also, other BuzzBoys suck it. So
Yeah.
there.
suck it
We
hard.
don't like you.
We don't like you.
We
And
hate you. We
real
could
quick
beat you up.
question.
Yes.
Hey, big fight this past weekend. Y'all think Connor's done? I just want to throw that out there.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He's
let
done.
us know.
He's
Let us
got to be
know.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
All
probably
right, so that's going to be it for our podcast this week. Remember to keep up with us, watch us, watch the movies with us, watch some Grown-Ups with us.
done. Watch
We
our
have
Instagram lives. We're
We've been
working on
opening
getting
packs.
some more cards. The well's a little dry right now, but we're working on it.
We're also working on cutting our little highlights up. And we're posting things on TikTok. We're posting things on Instagram. Everything's up there. So follow us. Give us, check us out on YouTube. Everything. We have everything on our podcasts. Give us a follow. Share us out there. We kind of work hard on this stuff. So we appreciate it if y'all share it out. But all right, so that's
Sweating
gonna
right
be
now.
but that's gonna be it for this week. So thank you guys so much for joining us, listening to the Buzz and the Boys talk.
Bye, guys.
All right,
Bye,
bye
guys.
everybody. See you next week. We won't drop coffee next week.